Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you could join me today for a super important topic that impacts us all, stress and how it affects your body. Whether it's work deadlines, family responsibilities, financial worries, or the unpredictability of life itself, stress is something we all deal with. But did you know that chronic stress can have serious side effects on both your physical and mental health? Before we dive deep into today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to learn more. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below and check out my website, nutriactive.org. It's packed with articles, guides, and natural remedies to help you live your healthiest life. You can find the link in the description below. Let's get into it! First, let's talk about what stress actually is. We've all felt it. Our heart races, our breathing speeds up, and we feel overwhelmed. Stress is your body's natural response to any kind of demand or threat. It's a protective mechanism, often called the fight or flight response, that was essential for our ancestors to survive. But here's the catch. While this response was helpful for early humans who needed to escape predators, modern-day stressors aren't exactly life-threatening. And yet our bodies react to everyday stresses, like meeting deadlines or dealing with traffic jams, as though we're in danger. When this stress becomes chronic, that's when it starts to affect our health. Let's start with your cardiovascular system. When you experience stress, your body releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones increase your heart rate and constrict your blood vessels, which temporarily boosts blood pressure. That's fine for short bursts of stress, but when this happens consistently, say every day from work stress, your heart and blood vessels can suffer long-term damage. Chronic stress is linked to hypertension, heart disease, and even an increased risk of heart attack. Think about it. If your body is constantly in fight or flight mode, your heart is always working overtime. Over time, this can weaken your heart muscle and lead to serious issues. So what can you do? Incorporating relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or even a simple daily walk can lower your stress levels and protect your heart. I have some great resources on stress relief practices over at nutriactive.org. You can find the link below. Next up is the digestive system. Have you ever noticed how your stomach can feel tied in knots when you're anxious? That's because your gut is highly sensitive to stress. When you're stressed, your brain and gut are in constant communication through something called the gut-brain axis. This means that what's happening in your mind can have a direct impact on your digestive system. Stress can slow down digestion, leading to problems like constipation or indigestion. For some people, it speeds up digestion, resulting in diarrhea or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Not to mention that stress can also trigger acid reflux and other stomach issues. Managing stress through a balanced diet, exercise, and relaxation techniques can significantly improve gut health. Eating stress-relieving foods like leafy greens, yogurt, and whole grains can also help. Head over to nutriactive.org for more nutrition tips to support your digestion during stressful times. Now let's talk about your immune system. This is the body's first line of defense against illness. But when you're constantly stressed, your immune response is weakened. Chronic stress causes the release of cortisol, which can suppress the effectiveness of your immune cells, making it harder for your body to fight off infections. This is why you might notice that you tend to catch a cold or get sick more often when you're feeling run down or overwhelmed. One of the most noticeable effects of stress is on sleep. When you're stressed, your mind often races with thoughts, making it difficult to fall asleep. Chronic stress can lead to insomnia, where you're either unable to sleep or you wake up frequently during the night. This lack of sleep not only affects your mood and energy levels, but also compounds the stress, creating a vicious cycle of exhaustion and stress. We've covered how stress affects your body, but what about your mind? Chronic stress is closely linked to mental health issues like anxiety and depression. When your stress levels are constantly elevated, it can affect your mood, concentration, and even lead to burnout. In fact, long-term exposure to stress hormones can even change the structure of your brain, particularly in areas like the amygdala, which processes emotions, and the hippocampus, which is involved in memory. This is why people dealing with chronic stress often report feeling more emotional or struggling to remember things. But it's not all bad news. There are many ways to manage stress, including mindfulness techniques, regular exercise, and therapy. For a deeper dive into these stress relief practices, head over to nutriactive.org, where we have plenty of resources to help you manage your stress naturally. The long-term impact of unmanaged stress can be severe. Beyond the issues we've already discussed, chronic stress has been linked to conditions like diabetes, obesity, Alzheimer's, and even cancer. That's why it's so important to take steps to manage your stress now, before it has a chance to harm your long-term health. Simple lifestyle changes can make a big difference, like practicing self-care, spending time in nature, engaging in hobbies, or even talking to a friend or counselor. So there you have it. Stress is not something we can avoid entirely, but understanding its effects on your body and mind can help you take control. Start by making small, manageable changes in your daily routine, and before long, you'll notice a difference in your overall well-being. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living a healthier, stress-free life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. How has stress impacted your health? What do you do to manage it? Let's start a conversation. Also, don't forget to check out nutriactive.org for more in-depth articles and resources on stress management, nutrition, and natural remedies. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you're stronger than your stress. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.